Absolutely, absolutely. So we can do this. I know it gets frustrating, and like Gary said, they're going to tell you we can't do it. And I've had people tell me, can we do it? I said, you know what? Look to the right, look to the left. Those are the people that are going to make it happen. If we want this, we can do it. On that note, there are voter registration. Take them. I know, I have no doubt all of you are registered to vote, but take some with you. I've gotten to ask any person I meet. I'm at the Target checkout. I'm like, are you registered to vote? I mean, any conversation that you can have. A registered voter is an informed and a voter that has a voice. So those are some things. Just some logistics. If we can just make sure the sidewalk is not obstructed. We want to be respectful of the community. If there is any uncivil engagement, like Gary said, we need to be representative. There may be people, and I've been doing this for a long time now, there may be people driving by that may say some not so nice things to us. I've found that if you just wave at them, it makes them even madder. So, exactly. So this is the part of the program that I really enjoy doing. I have gotten to know these candidates personally. And for the life of me, the debt that we owe to them, they have literally given us their lives. And they put themselves in the front line. So the first person I want to bring up here is Ian Golden, and I would like him to come
good turnout on a beautiful day. A box here down below me, which is a familiar feeling at this point. And so collectively, we can do this. You have all committed yourselves in one form or another, in one community or another, to being out here for the past year and a half. You know, we all took up that torch in our own ways to bring us all collectively to this point. We all had our own tipping points and things that we were just not content with. For me, it was our representation, or current lack thereof. You know, and the things that I felt like we so badly need in our district. When we talk about the economy, we're being fed all of these metrics right now while the economy is so good. And the reality is, for a lot of our communities, it's not. We continue to lose our youth. We continue to lose our economic opportunities. So some of the jobs, you know, we're not there. We talk about health care. I'm a firm proponent of single-payer systems, and you know, we talk about the struggles that our families literally experience and our communities experience literally on a regular basis. We talk about the environment and what's really coming the direction of not just now, but in the future generations' directions. So many things are unsustainable. And so we've all stepped up and collectively done what we could to rise to the occasion. I'm thankful to have a candidate that's emerged from the mix of, at once, 11 of us. From Charles to Rick, to Carl behind me, to Max, to Linda, to myself, to Tracy, all stepping up to try to be the change. Thank you to all of you. Party lines, partisan ideologies. Max, as the runner-up in this election, was supposed to be here with us tonight. The reality is that he was hoping and trying to just get on his county's committee and to submit his ballots, or his petitions rather, only to be now challenged within his own party to even serve on his own county committee. This is the infighting that brings the Democratic Party down and allows us to lose elections and lose opportunities. So when we talk about unity, what does that look like? It's about this. It's about that. It's about all coming together to be the change. So from all of this, I'm thankful to have a candidate that's committed to moving us forward on the economy, to weighing in on her expertise areas, is committing to infrastructure, committing to bringing jobs back towards to keeping our youth, who's committed to working for a Medicare for All platform, who's committed to environmental measures and opportunities like the OFF Act that can really move us forward economically. So here we are all together to try to be the change. To congratulate Tracy on a campaign very hard fought, well run. To all of her supporters out there, for you all collectively being the change, getting the win. Congratulations to all of you. And I defer and yield to Linda and our nominee, and hopefully next representative for District 23.
We all want to change. It doesn't matter about party, it doesn't matter about, it matters on what we want to do. That's why this group here, Citizens for Better, that's why we never named ourselves a party. It's because we want to do what's best for this community. So, you're very very passionate speaker, extremely well versed in healthcare. I want to invite you.
She's been working for about a year. I've known her for about 6 months, and in that period of time, I've heard her talk about what she believes in, what she's passionate about, what she's ready to fight for, and that is single-payer health care. That's a compassionate issue that crosses party lines, so that everyone has the right to health care. And that's where the second thing she has talked about, and that's education. You got to be healthy. Tracy has spoken about vocational training, free university education, and taking care of our students' incredible debt that they're facing. How she has lived here her whole life and appreciated the basic wonder and beauty of our district, and she pledges to maintain it.
Yes.
Tracy has the knowledge and the ability to bring economic benefits that this district so sorely needs.
Yes.
But we all know what Tracy believes in. And we all know that Tracy's a fighter. Tracy has come out of, did you say 11 candidates, and she is our chosen representative. Tracy can do it. We believe in her. But she's not going to get to November unless we get out every single Democrat to vote. We have to have those conversations Mr. Boland talked about. And we have to do it with our hearts. Not our heads, but our hearts. Because those independents and those Republicans, they are our neighbors. And we have to love them. And that's the way we will win them. So when you go door to door and you knock, don't talk about fighting, Tom Reed. Talk about that you care about those students. Everybody's got one. So now I'm going to stop it. I'm going to tell you that this is what democracy looks like. And democracy is not a spectator sport. So get your friends, get your family, get your kids, get your neighbors, get your church, and get out there and let's get Tracy into the Congress.
This is exactly what democracy. So let's do this right. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to kind of hit both down on the flight. I'm going to ask you what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Exactly. And democracy is sometimes messy. Sometimes it's a lot of signs in your face. But you know what? Democracy means that every voice should be heard and that we welcome everybody. So this is what democracy looks like. So let's welcome it. I, however, now want to welcome your next Congresswoman, who I will forever now call Tom Tracy.
You are what democracy looks like, and I am so excited to be a part of it, to try to represent you, to bring accountability back to 23 district politics. Let's I want to thank all the candidates that ran in this election. You know, Eddie and Ian, they started before any of the rest of us. They've been at it longer than a year. And they put themselves out there and they galvanized young people. Ian in particular went into quarters that have been ignored, neighborhoods that have been ignored for years by the Democratic Party. We are grateful that he brought those people to the fore. The western wing of this district. Let's begin now to say this is the East meets West district right here. This is our district now, and we're going to do it. We have Eddie coming in from the west and the representatives from around. I want to thank Carl. I know he's here. He brought real heart to this campaign. And I want to thank Charles, who brought sharp analytic skills to help us understand the issues, especially economic. I want to thank Linda for being here, who's passionate and shown that intense, necessary light on what we need to do about health care in this country. I want to thank Max. I'm sorry he is not here, but look what he did. He lived a life of service, and then he stepped up again. He stepped up for all of us, all of you, and what a hell of a campaign. Did I get them all? And there were others before that also helped to bring together the spirit that has us here today, celebrating what democracy looks like, right here in this courtyard. And now I want to thank all the people who supported those candidates. I know you put your heart and soul into them. You put your time and your tears and your sweat. And I pray and hope that in the course of this campaign, I will earn your trust as you trusted those candidates. And I hope and pray that it won't be my team and their team, it's our team now.
Our team now! Our team now! Our team now!
And here to reiterate what has been said so well by Ian and by Linda and all of the candidates over the course of this campaign is it is the issues that unite us. We are here because of the healthcare issues. The child in Watkins Glen kindergarten who comes back from lunch with what looks like a golf ball in his face. And when he goes to the nurse and she opens his mouth, every tooth is rotten and abscessing because he's never seen a dentist because there's no Medicaid dentist in Schuyler. The closest one is in Broome County. His mother, single mother, doesn't have the money or the transportation to take him there. We're united here to fix that. To help every other child in the lack of health care. I looked at the statistics after Connor Lamb won the 18th in Pennsylvania. We're very similar demographically, with one exception. We have twice as many children without health care in the 23rd district. We're going to all work together to have congressional representation that fixes that. We are going to have we have to end the savage inequalities in our public schools. Stop the giveaway to private education. We must bring robust trade, vocational certification programs to our youth, supported by federal and state government. And I am for, and I will march into Washington on this note. 0% interest on those student loans. Stop burdening us just to make bankers wealthy.
Yes!
And about that internet. I truly spoke to a woman who told me that in the middle of winter, as she fed her children, instead of washing, putting them to bed, she loaded them in the car to go over in their van and sit by the wall of the library so her oldest boy, a middle schooler, could try to find a Wi-Fi signal to do his homework. How are we going to be able to educate our youth for the 21st century if we don't use the 21st century to do it?
Exactly.
And we know it. This is a political problem and we can fix it. And I am going to go to Washington to fix it. For every farm, every student, every library, and every school in this district. Economic opportunity and development is part and parcel of this comprehensive view of what we have to fix. And within it, it must be done through the lens of environmental conservation, or it's not done right. But we will do that. We will no longer be a dumping ground for external interests. We will fix West Valley before it leaches into the Olean Creek and leaches into the Cattaraugus and goes straight into Lake Erie and 1/6 of the world's fresh water source. This is a blessing of our state. It's a blessing of our country. We can't despoil it because the federal government that laid it there now does not have a representative in Congress who's going to advocate for the $6 to $10 billion we need to fix it. Labor. God bless you. And you've been hit over and over and over again, beginning with the air traffic controller strike
in the 1980s. It's time for it to stop. Let's not only reinforce existing labor laws, but let's expand the definitions of our labor laws to bring in other job families. Information technology, for example, they need to be brought in a union effort so that we can revitalize labor, give it new meaning for the working and middle class people of this district and this country, in order to be sure that our society does not continue on its path of an oligarchy. We need to not for the 0.01%. We need tax reform for you.
All of us.
All of us. For
Yes.
working and middle class people, we need the permanent tax relief.
Yes.
We need to bring a measure of estate tax because the 0.01% that have sucked up 40% of the national wealth over the last 50 years have to have some method to give it back. And we're going to get it back. We need it for working and middle class people that have tax relief. And for our veterans, God bless. God bless. When I began this campaign, I began it with a friend of mine who had already been picked up in Yates County on an improper traffic stop because the trooper thought he saw someone who looked Hispanic in the passenger seat. Nothing was said about the driver who was or wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Everything was said about calling immigration, ICE, to come pick him up. He spent the next several months in detention in Batavia, in Allegheny, miles away from his family, separated already from his wife and their 3 children who have lived in this country for over a generation and have been good citizens, good people, part of the community. And he was deported in March. And now, can you believe what we see on television?
No.
Children in cages, separated from their parents and guardians because they're trying to get to a land of opportunity and freedom and away from crime, war, drugs, and abuse. That's inhumane. It's amoral. And it's wrong legally. And we're going to go to a Congress, 116th Congress is going to enact immigration reform that works. This Congress must stand up to a president who has no moral compass. Anyone who would ever have a policy that would separate children from parents and guardians and put them in cages is not a president that we can reinforce. We must stand up. We must stand up. We must stand up.
Stand up. We must stand up.
And we will stand up. You know, some of those children have been sent to Rochester. There are detention centers all over the country. And some of those children have been sent as close to us as Rochester. If anything moved me to get into politics, this would have moved me if everything else had not. It is beyond the pale of what we can accept as a country that is grounded in some fundamental values of humanity, freedom, opportunity, citizenship, and civil rights. We will stand up.
We will stand up. We will stand up. We will stand up.
Everything that the other speakers said, now I want to reiterate. Nobody can do this alone. I need each and every one of you. I even need Mr. Reed's person here to think about coming on board where there's we're looking for common sense politics, a working and middle class way of life, the values of this district that I grew up in the area and have lived in. If your neighbor has a problem, you bring a covered dish.
Right.
Not a cage. Not a cage. I stayed in this district because I was the only child to care for my parents. And I'm so grateful I did. Those are the values of this district. Those are the real values of this district. People who take care of their families. I am so grateful I stayed because now I can be before you and say I genuinely believe I represent your values and I will bring those values to Washington, D.C. That we need and want. Not for external interests, not for moneyed lobbyists. It's for working and middle class people like yourself. It's for common American sense, values, and politics. Thank you, everybody. Please let's opinions and our concerns didn't matter. When we got called extreme political liberals by a congressman who really should be representing us.
Yes.
Stop the division!
There
Stop the division!
They are they're his constituents. And this is a shame. So we will